be.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
And girls just want to have fun. Cyndi Lauper is 69 years old. So if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Some things that happened on this date back in history. In 1937, Joe Louis began his World Heavyweight Championship reign by knocking out Jim Braddock in Chicago. Just laid the guy out, started that big career there for Joe Louis. And then back in 2011, famous drug trafficker Mendez Vargas, whose nickname was the Monkey, was finally arrested for the drug trafficking and kidnapping. So I guess with a nickname like the Monkey, you're on borrowed time anyway. So a lot happening here and around the valley. Like I said earlier, Dan and I are going to be on the couch later talking about all those events happening in and around the community. But there's a lot happening in the weather. So we're going to take it over to Dan and see what's coming our way in our local weather. Dan?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as we see, we're waking up at 57 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning. We're going to be mostly cloudy throughout the day, a high of 78. We do have 10% chance of rain. The wind's out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we look at the hour by hour, we see, like I said, it's going to be almost 60 by the time we all start waking up this morning. Midday, it's going to be up to 72. We're going to top out around 74. Late this afternoon, and then into the evening, still going to be nice, 67 degrees, partly cloudy all day long. As we look at the I-70 corridor, we see that down in Denver, they're going to be dealing with 86 and mostly sunny, a little bit of clouds. Up here in the mountains, Vail, 78, 82 in Avon, and 84 out in Eagle. That cloud cover is going to be around all day long, so we'll keep an eye out for the precipitation that might be coming along. If we see the 5-day forecast, we are slowly moving into some precipitation towards the weekend, but the next 2 days is going to be a mix of cloud and sun. 67 tomorrow, high of 73 on Friday. As you see that weekend, scattered thunderstorms all weekend long. 50% chance Saturday, Sunday, and then into Monday as well, with the highs there in the low to mid 70s. This weather report was brought to you by Lamina Jewelers. You go and check out our friends over at Lamina for all of your jewelry needs. Come in as a customer and leave as a friend. We'll be right back with a little more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on the Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on the Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. A lot happening in the weather.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little moisture on that weekend coming in.
Hey, we can always use the moisture. It's always good to see that. We were supposed to get some yesterday, and it just never really came through, so hopefully this weekend we get some.
And that's why you got to keep tuning in to Good Morning Vail to find out what's going on in the local weather so you can plan ahead for some of the great events that are happening in and around the valley.
Oh, so many great events.
Oh my gosh, so we've got lacrosse going on right now. The Vail Lacrosse Tournament coming on. It's going to draw, it's drawn 2,000 participants, 3,000 spectators come to watch this. So it's the next couple days. You can see up there, Vail Lacrosse Tournament, big deal here. Bragging rights for this Rocky Mountain area goes through tomorrow. So if you're into lacrosse, get out there today or tomorrow to kind of see what's going on with that lacrosse. Since kind of the only sporting event that's really happening right now once we got through GoPro games, then the volleyball, king of the volleyball. And so now we got lacrosse.
Lacrosse is, I didn't know much about lacrosse till I moved to Colorado, and it's an amazing, if you like hockey, it's, on grass, hockey on grass.
Yeah, it's a cross between hockey, soccer, always a lot of action going on.
Yeah, and it's fun to see just all the fields and everything going over there in Vail. It's just a big happening that's fun to see every year.
Well, comedy's back, and I think it's found a new home at Bridge Street Bar because they have going on tomorrow, 7 p.m., Damon Sumner. Now, Damon Sumner, great comedian, a lot of fun. He's been on NBC, ABC, Conan, Comedy Central, you name it, he's been there. He's a super funny guy. If you want to get a little preview, Google his name, and you can kind of see a little bit of his stand-up. But he is a great comic, and I think that's fun now that we've finally got a permanent home for comedy. It was in and out of the valley for a while, but I think the team over at Bridge Street Bar have really geared up, and they found a new home.
Yeah, they're definitely bringing it. It's great to have the comedy. It's a great date night. If you're looking to go out, it's always a fun thing to do. You don't have to be the comedian. You can let somebody else make your date laugh, and it works out really well.
Hopefully the date stays with you, though, and doesn't leave with the comedian.
That's always the hope.
That's the hope. That's the dream right there. Ford Amphitheater. What else do you need to say? Ford Amphitheater. The lineup that they have going on is incredible. If you've not been to the Ford Amphitheater, it is in the most picturesque setting, just right into the mountains. You can look up Vail, see all the ski runs, and the lineup they have. Primus, Amos Lee, you see down there at the bottom of the screen now as it scrolls through. There is literally something for everyone there at the Amp.
The Amp is going to be hot all summer long. It's always a fun place to be. It's a great community vibe there, as well as, like you said, the picturesque views. It's a wonderful, wonderful venue.
A lot going on there at the Amp. And don't forget, if you want more information on some of the events we're talking about now, go to discovervail.com, and it'll kind of go down and list everything happening. Now, staying with the Amp, we've got Hot Summer Nights. Last night, I was out there, Hot Summer Nights. It's on Tuesdays, but make sure you check the website. They kind of mess things up a little bit with some different events that are taking place over there. Hot Summer Nights, free concert. Get out there, doors open at 6:30 so you can get in and get that entertainment going. But family event, there was a lot of families there last night. I think everybody between Vail, Beaver Creek and Edwards and all the way over to Eagle were out there last night.
Oh yeah, you definitely seeing faces that you haven't seen in a long time. It's always a fun local event. Like I said, it's great to be out there seeing the community. Always on those hot summer nights.
Yeah, when you were doing the weather, you kind of see that Vail by hour, and it starts to cool down. So don't forget, last night had a sweatshirt, thank goodness. A lot of people broke out the flannels and the sweatshirts as the sun started going down. So plan accordingly if you're getting out there for hot summer nights. Got some really good groups coming up. The Elevators are coming, and then Tusk, I believe they're on July 5th. Great band, do a lot of Fleetwood Mac stuff, one of my favorites.
Nice. Well, that's another thing about the hot summer nights is these are bands that you're going to see in the future become rising stars. It happens every year. You see somebody, and then 3 years later, you're like, wow, I remember seeing them at Hot Summer Nights. Absolutely.
Now, if you're more into the indoor concert series, we've got the Vail Performing Arts Center that's up in Beaver Creek. And if you look at it, VailPAC.org is the website to go to. They have some great entertainers coming. Fogerty's coming. Kenny G is going to be there. A beautiful, intimate, 530-seat theater that is unbelievable when it comes to the sound. There's not a bad seat in the house, so get out there. Perfect place to get inside. Another great family venue. There's a lot of things going on up there at the Vail Performing Arts Center, not just music. They've got comedians. They've got a lot of really neat things. You can see the headliners that are scrolling on the bottom there, but beautiful place to go watch a show.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to that Fogerty concert. It's going to be fun. I haven't seen him in a long time, so
yeah.
Hopefully I can get up there.
So that's VailPAC.org if you want to check out the lineup and see what else is going on up there in the Vail Performing Arts area. Vail's Farmers Market. Who doesn't like it? Well, I've got to add on to this because it's always been the Vail's Farmer Market, but now they changed it to art show. So they added in the art show component because there's so many artisans there that are doing different kinds of artwork, whether it's pottery, drawing, painting. So we throw in with the farmers, we throw in the artists.
Well, it's really cool to see. I'm not sure if you've noticed, there's a new art sculpture right at the base as you come out of the parking structure in the Vail Village. So we're definitely bringing that art into the community more and more. And I love that they've done that with the Vail Farmer Market.
And that's one element I left out of the whole art thing is the sculptures. There's a lot of really cool sculptures in and around the town now. So get out there and enjoy that. I know if you get up there by Gandhi 1 and you kind of see the sculptures over there and walk around, a lot of history also up there. Speaking of history, let's go to Leadville and talk about Leadville and Twin Lakes. A lot going on there. So in Vail, a lot of history there when you talk about the 10th Mountain Division. But if you want to get down and dirty and get into that old gold and silver mining back in 1886, that's Leadville, Twin Lakes area, and they've got some really cool festivals taking place there. They've got the old-fashioned July 4th parade where you've got the marching bands and everything taking place up there. Great town to go see, just that old mining town feel.
Really, really cool. It's always fun if you're going up to do a 14er, going to do some camping, or just want to go get a day trip and have some lunch. Driving through that town, it definitely brings back the feel. You can kind of get that sense of what it was like in the old days here.
Yeah. And then moving into closer to fall in August, that's when they have those boom days where they actually celebrate a lot of activities going up. You can kind of see right there different things that are going on. There's going to be a 5K run, all the activities and contests that go around the boom days festivities there, but it's a lot of fun to get up there and see that. And don't forget, we were talking earlier about one thing we didn't talk about is all the mountain biking up there too. They have some pretty cool race series up there. So check it out. LeadvilleTwinLakes.com is the place to go, and you can investigate and see what's happening up there in that Leadville area.
It's very, very cool. So much going on, and you saw that picture with the donkey runs. That's the first time I saw that. I was very, very confused.
Well, Gretchen was on the couch with it yesterday, and she goes, "Oh, I want to go run with the donkeys." It's like, all right, have at it, sister. You're going to have a good time. But a lot of things going on here and around the valley. Don't forget to stay tuned to TV8 to find out and be in the know on what's happening. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning Vail.
Sometimes acclimating to the altitude can be a little bit difficult and can mess up your sleep pattern. Amari has the perfect solution for that, and I'm joined by the owner and founder of Amari, Eric. Thank you for being here this morning, Eric.
Maddie, my pleasure. Always great to be on TV8. Amari offers effective, fast-acting, delicious products designed to help you get out there day after day and maximize the fun on your vacation. We do that by reducing inflammation from exercise, improving joint comfort and health, and supporting sleep. And as you mentioned, even the best of us sometimes have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep at altitude. And that's why we created our Everyday Calm product. And I thought what would be fun today is make a couple of simple recipes that you can make in your ski condo, and you can find all the ingredients local here in the Vail Valley.
Let's dive into these recipes.
Our first one is our Sweet Dreams tea, and that's a great way to rest, recover, and recharge for tomorrow. All you have to do is take 1 packet of our Everyday Calm, add it to your favorite mug. We'll have Maddie help us add some water there. Now we come in these single serving packets so we can add effective doses of things like passion flower and lemon balm to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. So all that she did was just add some hot water to that. We'll dunk a chamomile tea bag in there, let it steep for about 5 minutes, pull that tea bag out, give it a final stir, and enjoy. And then since we're on TV, we already made some for Maddie this morning. Now you can find us all over the Vail Valley at places like Christie Sports, Village Market, and Edwards. But first, what we're going to do is make our second recipe, and this is our hibiscus tea. It's got a little bit of a twist on it. Again, all that you do is just add a packet of Amari Everyday Calm, take a tablespoon of lime juice, add that to the cup. We add some hot water. Now this one can be served either warm or cold. I like it about an hour. Both of these recipes about an hour before bed makes me drowsy and helps me to fall asleep. She's just going to give that a stir, add a hibiscus tea bag in there, let that steep for about 5 minutes, and you can either chill it over ice or enjoy it warm. We made Maddie the chilled version this morning since we're on TV.
Both products are absolutely incredible, and the flavor of them
Delicious.
is the important part, because
Exactly.
sometimes you get worried that it's going to be a little bit funky, and it's
Exactly.
not. It's delicious. If people are looking to buy the product, where can they do that?
Well, you can find us at a variety of retailers in the Vail Valley, the Village Market in Edwards, Christie Sports, independents like HIGHLINE, Beaver Market, as well as Beaver Liquors.
Eric, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all of these tips and tricks to stay asleep and get ready for the day on the mountain.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us, Maddie.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Good morning, Vail.
When we think libraries, we only think books, but that is not the case here at the Eagle Valley Library District, as they are the emporium of possibilities. And oh man, do we have possibilities behind us. And we've got Tegan Davis to walk us through all of the fun things Tegan, thank you so much for meeting us.
Oh, thanks for coming and exploring with us. We appreciate that.
Exploring is the perfect word, especially because everything that's around us, you can take on an adventure.
You can, and hopefully adventures will be had with these. So that's what we wanted to supply. We have an outdoors community, so we wanted to have some materials to get people outside and enjoy their hobbies.
And so starting kind of on the far end, we've got some nice trekking poles. If you just need that little bit of support, you don't want to buy them, maybe you just need them for one solid 14er.
Right.
This is the place to come.
Or you want to test them out before you commit, or you have some guests or family coming in, and this is a good way to get them on the hill, and it does reduce the impact on your knees especially. So I highly recommend trekking poles.
And it's so nice. All you have to do is get a library card and you can come in and take any of the fun stuff that we're going to talk about. Okay, so next.
Okay, adventure pack. So you got your children, your family, you're out in Sylvan Lake. There's bugs. You can collect them. You can look at them. You can work on your orientation skills. We've got all sorts of goodies in here. And this bag is actually curated by Walking Mountains. And then we partnered with them they curated the bag and then we check it out so that you can get some nature education as you're out and about with your family. There's all sorts of fun things. This one's my favorite, cup the bug and then you can really look at it. So magnifying glass, there's just all sorts of fun, amazing things in this pack.
Are you bold enough to just cup the bug? I would have to do it on the ground.
Most likely on the ground. Yeah. I had one when I was little and I got a bee and I was very afraid to let go of the bee.
Right, you're like, it's going to be angry when it comes.
And then new to the collection of our library of things, we have disc golf. So there are courses within the valley. And so if you're new to the sport and you want to try it, we have the disc for you. Give it a whirl, have a good time outside. And then we also have bocce ball. So if you got some bunch of friends, again, if you don't want to commit, you just want to try it, we have a set for you to check out at the library.
Or if you're just doing like a weekend barbecue and you just need that little bit of yard entertainment, this is the place to come because you guys have everything.
We're working on it, and so this is part of Library of Things, and so we are in collection of things for people to check out.
All right, we're just going to keep going because there's so many objects around me, I feel like we have to get through them all.
Good. So what you're holding right now is a solar-powered light that you can use camping, and you can hook up your phone and it will charge it for you so that you can be out and about on the mountains and not worry about your phone dying.
Or the battery pack dying because it's solar. Amazing. We love when things are good for the environment.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to grab this lovely red bag and bring it right over here for you to talk all about.
Okay, so this was a partnership with Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and this is the State Park Pass. There's 42 state parks that you can travel to. You can come to the library, check out a State Park Pass for 7 days, and visit the park for free. In the bag, of course, includes some, some guidebooks, flora, fauna, so you know what you're looking at. But yeah, it's a great thing to take along and explore Colorado with.
The adventure pack and
pairs nicely.
So nicely because then you can be looking at flora, fauna under the little cupping microscope and really just get your education on.
Get immersed into our wildlife and into our atmosphere of Colorado.
And then maybe you're missing some camping gear. As summer approaches, you're like, oh man, we're 2 chairs short for this camping trip.
Or you have someone tagging along that you weren't expecting. We do have camping chairs. So you can check out a camping chair, or if you want to go and you want to see the live concerts here in Avon and you forgot all your gear and you didn't schlep it over, come to the library with your library card and you can check out some stuff.
It's so easy, and I think people don't understand the possibilities that come from being a card holder at the library here with the Eagle Valley Library District. You guys not only have so many opportunities for great products to check out, but you also have so many great programs people can participate in as well.
We do, and so this summer we have our summer learning program for all ages, so you can win prizes for reading. So we're trying to make it fun all summer long, as well as free programs for kids all the way up to adults. So kids, teens, adults, stop on by, get your reading log, earn prizes for reading, and have a good time this summer at the libraries.
And then let's just talk about the process of getting a library card because I just got mine and it took all of 5 minutes.
You just need to come in with photo ID. It can be your driver's license, it could be your ski pass, your gym pass, anything with your picture on, and you will walk out the door with a library card. We try to make it so simple.
It's that simple for people to have access to all of these great items and all of these things that you may want to have throughout the summer.
Exactly, for free. So come on in, get your library card, and you can check all this out for free and have a good time.
Tegan, thank you so much for taking the time and walking us through all of the possibilities here at the library. It always blows my mind what you guys have to offer.
Well, thank you for coming in and exploring with me.
We're going to take a short break. I'm going to take this adventure pack. We're going to go look at some bugs, and then we'll come back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Danielle Turner, the Vice President and General Manager of TVA Vail.
And I'm Maddie Evans, host of Good Morning Vail.
We want to thank the Vail Valley for welcoming us back into their homes.
We're committed to bringing you the content you love, produced locally right here in our valley.
That's why we hope you stay tuned all summer long as we bring you expanded editions of Good Morning Vail, Flashback on Vail Valley, The Rise, the TVA Visitors Bureau, and brand new episodes of Colorful Cooking.
And a big thank you to the advertisers who have supported us along the way.
If you'd like to join us on our journey, check us out at tv8vail.com, across all of our social media platforms, or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Join host Mitch English and Reese Pascal for Daily Flash, a live, upbeat, and fun take on today's news, entertainment, and social media trends. Our host will keep you informed, entertained, and ready to jumpstart your day. Tune in to Daily Flash.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather. As we see, we're going to be waking up almost to 60 degrees, 57 at that 8 o'clock hour. 78 a high today with that 10% chance of rain with the winds 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the west. As we can see that hour by hour, we, like I said, are starting off with that 57 at 8 a.m., moving quickly into the 70s by the noon hour, 74 high, and then moving into the high 60s this evening. Let's take a look at the I-70 corridor. Down there in Denver, they've got a high of 86 with partly cloudy. Up here, we're going to be seeing mostly cloudy all day long, 78 degrees in Vail, 82 in Avon, and 84 out in Eagle. Now, our 5-day forecast, as you can see, we're looking at a 67 tomorrow, 73 on Friday. That's going to have scattered clouds all day long, and then we move into the weekend. You see, we're going to be seeing scattered thunderstorms all weekend long into Monday. We can use it. The mid to low 70s all weekend long. And then we'll be topping out close to 50 in the evenings. This weather report is brought to you by the Beaver Creek Resort Company Independence Day celebration. Head on up to Beaver Creek and enjoy the 4th of July festivities. We're going to take it on over to Kevin with the road report now.
Thanks, Dan. There's always something great going up there at Beaver Creek, especially for that Independence Day celebration that they host up there. Now, with all this weather coming in, there's a lot of things you need to be careful about on the roadways. Number one, we're into those warmer temperatures. There's going to be a lot of cyclists out there, so just make sure, give them a little extra room, slow down a bit when you pass them. And remember, when oncoming traffic is coming, you need to slow down. You just can't automatically go around a bicyclist with another car coming your way. I've seen that happen a couple times and almost a few accidents, so just be careful on that. Also, with this precipitation coming in, there's going to be a lot of standing water on the roadways. So just be careful there. Right now, everything looks to be pretty much dry, but with that rain coming in, there is going to be some standing water or running down the side of the mountain that can cause hydroplaning. So make sure you've got tire pressure that's proper in your car. Make sure the tires are in good shape and those windshield wiper blades are in optimal condition so that you're safe out there on the roadways. Another thing to be mindful of is all of our furry friends out there that love to run up and see how everything's going on the roads and possibly trying to cross. Just be careful of that. There's a few areas along the I-70 corridor we refer to as the petting zoo because you do see a lot of elk, deer, and other animals out there. So just slow down and give them a little common courtesy as well. If you're out traveling, don't forget codot.gov is the place to go to plan your trip. You can also sign up for alerts on your phone. That keeps you in the loop for any road closures or things that are happening with slower traffic. Up that I-70 corridor, especially on the Vail Pass, there's a lot of construction. We've got to put the roads together from all the semi chains that tore them up over the winter season. So it's down to one lane in a couple areas. Give yourself a little extra time, especially if you're headed to Denver or to Denver International Airport. That can cause a little bit of problems if a semi gets in that one lane and slows down, or there's a problem. Had that happen last week. So just give yourself a little bit of extra time. We want you to be safe and enjoy these beautiful summer seasons and get out and enjoy the mountains. So we'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail, and we'll talk a little bit more about bicycles.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
And I'm Kevin Shields, host of Good Morning Vail.
TVA is kicking into high gear this summer, launching some exciting new programming like Flashback on Vail Valley, a nostalgic show taking a look at some old TVA segments.
We're also launching The Rise, a look behind the scenes with local and touring bands.
And don't forget to submit an entry to our Good Morning Vail Sing the Jingle contest.
No matter the season, we're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Remember, you can always catch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, we're back with more Good Morning Vail. We talked about the weather coming in, got a little bit of traffic things going on, and one of the things we were talking about was cyclists out there on the roads.
Always got to look out for them.
There's a lot of them out there. Now, cycling etiquette kind of goes both ways. You know, as someone that's in an automobile, you do want to be careful if you approach a cyclist. Want to make sure you pass, give them a little bit of room. And one of the things I pointed out, which I saw the other day, was a car going around a cyclist, but he was going into the other lane with oncoming traffic. So you got to slow down a little bit, give them a little room. On the flip side of that, if you are one of those cyclists, please be mindful too and try to stay in that traffic lane. And if there's more than one of you, you're going to have to get down to single file, because if you're too far out in the traffic, that can pose a problem. So just be careful on that.
Yeah, I always like to see them in single file when there's a lot of traffic. I understand that you want to be abreast and try to get going as fast as you can, but single file when there's the traffic is always a good idea.
Yep. And don't forget, cycling too, just like your car, make sure your tires are in good shape. You've got the proper air pressure in those. You have the right protective gear. That means helmet, glasses to protect you, the right riding suit to keep yourself safe. You know, gloves always help too. especially if you're out there and it's a little bit rainy. You want to make sure you keep a good grip on those handlebars. So we got to see earlier a little bit of what Nick filmed out at the bike park there in Minturn when GoPro games were in town, GoPro mountain games, and they had the dual mountain downhill, which is a great sport. One of my favorites, not to just watch, but to participate in. And that's how I kind of bummed up my knee, did a little bit, took a digger around that last turn that they just showed and went down. So you can watch how they maneuver the bike. A lot of skill, a lot of technicality that goes on, and some pretty decent speeds that go into it. So
it's very cool, and that track is pretty amazing. I haven't made it out there yet, but watching this B-roll is it's intense. I can understand. It's not hard to take a digger.
And the neat part about it that I enjoy, it's a lot like BMX. And so a lot of rhythm. You come out of a gate, you can see the two riders just coming out of the gate there. There's a left-hander, then a right-hander, but before each of those turns are jumps. So you can see some of the maneuverability of those bikes where the rider will lift up the front tire and go over one of the jumps. That's called manualing. So pre-manualing, if you're approaching a jump and you get the front tire up, and then just a full manual is you let one of the jumps kind of kick the front end up and you allow the back wheel to go through. So that's kind of a full manual there. Now, as riders get more advanced, you can double and triple manual rather than jumping. One of the things you want to remember when you're going down a course like this is it's about momentum. So you want to keep your speed going. And if you hit a jump wrong, it's going to completely slow you down. You saw how high that guy got his front wheel up. That's a manual. There's a digger. So every now and then it happens. That rider happens to be all right, waves to the crowd. Hello, everybody. I'm okay. Few skin marks, but he's all right. And then that's the last triple right there going into the finish line. And you'll see a lot of different techniques on that. There's a little lip coming into that. So some riders will pre-manual going in and then try to double manual those last two. Some will just air it out. If you've got enough speed going into that, they'll just launch and get over all of it. So again, it's about technique and skill level. All the riders that were out there for this event really practiced hard, did a lot of work, and you know, it takes a little bit of courage to kind of just let it go and haul down through there.
You're telling me. I'm always humbled around here, living in the mountains. You think you're an amazing snowboarder, you think you're an amazing mountain biker, and then you get out there, you see somebody just wrecking the mountain, and you're like, I can't do that. It's always impressive to see what some of these top-notch athletes can do on their bike.
Yeah. Now that track that they showed there was built over in Minturn at the bike park. The rest of the bike park is actually really cool. They have different levels. They have the blues and the greens and then the blacks. When you go down, there's different courses that you can practice on. And if you're looking to build your skills, there's nothing better to go over there. They've got a little, what they call a pump track, which is a bunch of just little whoops and jumps that go through. So you can get the maneuverability of the bike down. You know, you saw a lot of that going into those GoPro mountain games where people are having to adjust their bikes in the air to set up for the next turn. So if you want to build up that skill level, that is the perfect place to go. They've done a great job with that bike park.
That, without a doubt. And to see that, I mean, you see it all over the valley. The amount of work that goes into the trails all through our valley, it's unprecedented. It's amazing. If you want to get out on a bike, you have all kinds of options, and it's great that those pump tracks, I know there's one in Vail, and it's a great way to learn and get better and hone those skills.
And don't forget with that, wear your protective gear as well. You're going to need a helmet, you're going to need knee pads, elbow pads on the mountain bikes, good gloves, great shoes, a lot of different kinds of footwear you can have. Now, it depends on if you've got clip or clipless pedals. So the right shoes, I know they're flat, soft bottoms. The old Vans used to be the kind to go with if you had flat pedals. But now you've got clips. So Shimano makes clips, fit, ratcheted into your shoes, special shoes, keep you engaged. So remember that. And with the weather coming in, let's get back to etiquette a little bit. Make sure that the trails are dried out properly before you get back out on them. They can really make a mess. And like you pointed out, A lot of people work hard in the valley to get these trails in optimal condition, and if you get out there and you leave a trace by getting on a trail when it's too wet, it kind of makes everything a little more miserable for the next person that's going to get out there.
A little disheartening when you see that rut that's in there, and you either question somebody that's been in here long enough and you shouldn't be doing that, or maybe take a little time to learn the etiquette. That's why we're here today, to tell you about it.
So get out there with some beautiful temperatures that are going to be coming after the weekend. We'll let the rain get through and get some of that epic dirt out there to ride on, but get out there and enjoy and embrace the beautiful mountains that we live in here in the Vail Valley. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America. Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Boundaries are meant to be broken. Join adventure junkies Simon Donato, Rory Bosio, Hunter McIntyre, and Paul Turbo Treblecock as they test their limits in some of the most extreme competitive events on Earth, on Boundless.
Good morning, Vail.
It's not every day we get the opportunity to chat with people who are really in the know about a lot of things that are taking place with the workforce right now and how not only employees but employers are feeling. And so we're very lucky to be joined by Raghu Krishnaiah this morning. Thank you, Raghu, for meeting with us and taking the time to chat with us. You have a very large role at the University of Phoenix.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me on.
And for people who don't know about the University of Phoenix, can you give us a little bit of information?
Yeah, absolutely. So University of Phoenix provides a number of learning and career support opportunities to help everyone try to figure out what to do next in their career journey and to help them take that next step. We're primarily an online learning institution, and so people can take their learning anytime they want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and attend school and learn and develop new skills.
And not only can people get their master's degree through you guys, but they can also get certificates in some areas that they're really interested in.
Yeah, we provide a master's, bachelor's, and even doctoral degrees in a variety of fields, from healthcare to technology to business.
Which is really cool. And so we're talking about kind of workers, employees, employers. And so right now, why aren't workers feeling very optimistic about their career trajectories?
So, Maddie, we did a survey recently, several thousand employees around the country and several hundred employers as well. And we asked them this question about their level of optimism about the future of their careers. And on one hand, 80% felt that in the long-term perspective, they were very optimistic about their future. But in the near term, a significant portion said they were not as optimistic. 52% of Americans said they felt they were replaceable in their job, and about 40% were worried about losing their jobs. And underlying all this is Americans felt that they did not have the skills they needed to be competitive in the market today and for the jobs coming up in the future.
So how can employers ensure that they are helping their workers gain new skills constantly?
Yeah, research showed a number of different ways employers can help. And what was really fascinating, it said that 68% of employees felt that if their employer provided the skills training for them, they would want to stay with their employer and continue to work and be part of that organization for long term. So I think employers can do a lot to help create these opportunities for employees, different ways to learn, both on the job as well as outside of the job through formal training programs such as what the University of Phoenix provides. So having these opportunities available, making it so they can take it online anytime is a big first step they can take. I think the second thing that all employers can help with is when an employee takes advantage of the learning and shows that they've completed it and demonstrated their capabilities, employers can actively help their employees find new roles in the companies that fit the employee's desires and needs and helps the employees move and take that next big step they want to take.
And how can employees take these steps to ensure long-term success throughout their careers?
That's a great question. Employees in many ways are equally responsible as employers to make sure that they get the skills that they need and skills that they want to move forward. I encourage every employee to think about learning as something you do as part of your job, not something just separate from your job, but something that you do and think about and develop and build every day. And you could get this learning at work, you can get outside of work, but I encourage them always think about learning, continue to do so. The second thing I always encourage all employees to do is never stop building your network. Your network's critical for you, and so always look for ways to continue to meet new people and learn new things from your network. And third, find a mentor. Find somebody you can trust who can be a guide for you and really a sounding board as you think about taking the next step.
And how can people find out more information on all of the programs and classes that you guys have to offer?
Yeah, please visit phoenix.edu to find out about all that University of Phoenix has to offer. And for more on the research I shared, please visit phoenix.edu/career-institute.
Raghu, thank you so much for taking the time to give us all of this great information and making it so accessible for people to join and further their education anytime, any place, 24 hours a day.
Thank you, Maddie. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
Make sure that you check out Phoenix University. It's a great place for you to expand your skills and maybe take on some new ones to help you feel more secure in your workforce. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
The Dr. Nandi Show was created to provide patients and their families solutions to better their lives. Finding the answers to improve the health of America and the world with compassion, empathy, and integrity. Introducing the ultimate patient advocate. As a husband, father, friend, and neighbor, Dr. Nandi truly enjoys teaching his family and friends ways to help them better their health and their lives, sharing his experiences and knowledge. Check your local listings and tune in. Don't miss The Dr. Nandi Show.
Good morning, Vail.
So, welcome back to today's weather. We're going to take another look. 8 a.m. going to be 57, high of 78 with that 10% chance of precipitation. And the hour by hour, we see we're waking up at 57 degrees this morning. High of 72 by that lunch hour, peaking out at 74, and then getting back into the high 60s by the time we're getting into the 8 o'clock hour. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, we see down in Denver, we've got 88 with partly sunny. Up here in Vail, 78, 82 in Avon, and 84 out in Eagle. Now, that overnight, we're seeing that it's going to be 46 low with that 20% chance of rain. East winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then we're moving into that 5-day forecast where we have been talking about that precipitation that's coming in, but we're going to have some scattered clouds for the next couple of days. A high of 67 tomorrow, high of 73 on Friday. Into the weekend, like I said, we're going to start seeing those scattered thunderstorms, maybe bring in some of that precipitation that we always need up here in the mountains. 50% chance, as you can see, all the way through to Monday. We're going to stay in those low to mid 70s. The evenings are going to be in the low to mid 40s. This weather report was brought to you by Opry Massage at Highlands in Vail. Get out there, get a massage. Say hi to our friends over there at Opry Massage. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the transportation works here in Vail. Send it out to Maddie.
Hi, this is Maddie Evans, and you're watching the TV8 Visitors Bureau. Right here where I'm standing, we're at the Lions Head bus stop. Now, if you're looking to make your way from Lions Head to Vail Village, this is the place you want to be because the in-town bus runs here pretty frequently. You can catch it every 10 to 15 minutes on the dot right here, and they've got a nice countdown so that you'll know when that bus is approaching and how far away it is. And then there's multiple bus stops along the way, making sure you get to the right place. And all you have to do to request a bus stop in the in-town buses is pull the cord and you're set to get off the bus. Now that we've made our way here into Vail Village, you can go explore all of the great shops and restaurants that they have over here, but there are so many great stops along the way on the in-town bus route. You can stop at the library, or you can stop at the medical center, or you can stop in Solaris. There are so many of them to stop and enjoy, and especially when the hustle and bustle of the town is taking place. Now, if you did park over in Lions Head, it's really easy. All you have to do is wait 15 minutes, jump right back on the bus, and it'll deliver you to the parking structure. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Visitors Bureau. If there's anything else you need to know or if you want to see, make sure you contact us and we'll get it made for you. That's been it for this episode of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch. 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and a kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good morning, Vail.
We are back with more Good Morning Vail. You just got to see a surprise weather from Dan. Hey, just threw it on you.
Yeah.
Hey, showtime, buddy.
It's like I didn't know it was coming.
It's live TV. That's what happens. Live TV. So a lot going on, a lot of changes now in the weather. We're starting to see some warmer temperatures, but some precipitation moving in, which is very welcomed here to the valley. And thank goodness, let's everybody do our part in trying to keep those wildfires down and try to keep the danger itself. So if you're out there and you're camping, make sure you're responsible when you do have a fire outside, and pay attention to the fire danger warning. So look ahead before you go out to make sure that you can have a fire that's not contained if you're out there camping.
Well, it's always welcome with this precipitation. This is the first summer, and I think the last 3 where we're not in a fire ban at this point in the summer.
Right.
And that's always great. It's always nice. It's kind of part of the camping atmosphere to have a fire at night. And if you can't do that, so seeing all this weather come in is always welcome.
Yeah, and if you're out there in an automobile, truck, or car, make sure if you're a smoker, don't just flip your butt out the window. That causes fires as well. And chains, you know, a lot of people, that's what caused one a couple weeks ago there going into Dotsero, was somebody had chains dragging and it sparked up the fire. And thank goodness some motorists behind them had fire extinguishers and we were able to put that out.
That's very, very fortunate. You always see that, and it's something that you probably, as putting a trailer on, you just don't necessarily think about. You could be the cause of a fire, so definitely take the precautions that need to be necessary.
Yeah, just be safe out there. With everything going on and around the valley, make sure you get some time to yourself to get out and enjoy some of these concerts. Whether you're going over to the Villar Performing Arts Center there in Beaver Creek, or out there at the AMP with, you know, the lineup that they have, and then Hot Summer Nights on top of it, because like I pointed out earlier, last night was a great show, and I said everybody from Vail to Eagle, everyone was out there with their families, and it was a lot of fun. So take a picnic, and don't forget to go on the website and check to see what you can and cannot bring into the facility.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty, you know, they'll go through your bag and check it out, but it's pretty mundane, pretty normal. You know, I've gone there with a nice charcuterie and some fruit. They let you bring in just about anything that you're going to want to have a nice picnic.
Yeah, don't forget the blanket, don't forget your jacket. Everybody was up in the lawn. There were just a few people down in the seats area that were covered, but I did spot a few dancers last night too. People that just couldn't sit still, so they were up dancing around, which is kind of what it's about. Just get out there, have fun, and enjoy the music that they've got coming in. A lot happening. Even though some rain's coming in, get out there and enjoy the valley.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the rock